Along the shoreline in Old Saybrook, a group is on a mission to educate the public about their rights on the beach.
This was our playpen. All the kids in the neighborhood, we would walk down to Indian Town, the mud flats, what we used to call the mud flats, in fact the sandbars, were just a perfect place as the tide would go out.
Bart Gulong has lived in Old Saybrook for decades. He's among those who took part in a sit-in, promoting the right to public access.
This doesn't belong to just the people that can afford to be down here.
It was fueled by a fence put up by a private owner on Plum Brook Drive. Residents are upset that the fence cuts off access to the public portion of the beach. The mean high tide determines the property line, and in the case of this fence, it's placed well below that mark.
You can walk anywhere. As long as you're within the high tide mark, you can go to Fenwick, you can go anywhere.
The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection says it performed an inspection and found the fence was located in the water and made it difficult for the public to pass.
The state issued a notice of violation to the homeowner, asking him to either reclaim his own property and remove the fence off the coastal jurisdiction line, or prepare a survey within 30 days.
We did try to reach the homeowner both in person and on the phone and haven't heard back yet. However, the group says it's not just about the fence. It's about making sure people know what they have access to.
We're not just talking about this particular swatch of land. We're talking about all the waterfront areas in Connecticut below the mean high tide line that belong to the public.
They said they feel strongly about their community being an inclusive one, and that allowing access is part of that.
People have been confronted. People have called, the property owners can call the police on people to try to reserve these public lands for a very few people.
It's not what Old Saybrook is. It's not what Old Saybrook was ever meant to be.
Reporting in Old Saybrook, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.